Hello lovely people, thanks for clicking on today's video. Today we're going to be talking about the famous goblin of Akron, Ohio, Chance Wilkins, also known as Cyraxx. So I made a previous Cyraxx video kind of giving a general overview and summary of some of the antics that he has been involved in. If you don't know why he is disliked, essentially he's a PDF. He's like a try-hard tough guy. He puts on this facade where he threatens to fight people in the streets, and one time that actually did happen with the Music Biz Marty knockdown beef that they had. I do want to acknowledge that Music Biz Marty is no longer with us. He passed away, unfortunately, but he was the primary troll in Cyraxx's life, along with another creator named William Gloryhole. The lore goes really deep. However, it seems like there is a new troll that has stepped up to take Music Biz Marty's place, and he is known as John. I don't know a lot about John, so we're going to be taking a look at some of his content. I haven't been in the Cyraxx corner of the internet in a while, so I'm going to try and piece things together as we go and see what they have been up to. So as I was going through a lot of these different posts on a few different websites, I've been seeing that there have been talks about a court case, like a pending court case involving Cyraxx, and I have no context. I'm going into this blind, guys. I'm gonna try and see who are the key players in this court case, what are their motives, and how is everything gonna go down in the end. But it looks like we have this one post, and I'm just gonna read it out, and then we could talk about it. So John posts, this was about a month ago. He says, "Recently, a buddy troll has been talking a whole lot to Chance. We told you all it was going to get worse and worse. We shipped a crate of firearms and drugs of the federally illegal variety to the buddy troll from one of the William Gloryhole's trap houses in Medford. However, since we're not differently abled, we knew that this was obviously something only someone very dumb would do, so we shipped it in Chance's name. Package was just seized, and we just found out the investigation just hit the federal level. Honestly, he's looking at about 5 federal charges, and there's proof." Whoa. What? Is this real? I don't even know if I want to open this link. Holy shit. Oh my god. And this was September 15th, 2025. So it says, there's an alert. The package was seized by law enforcement. Please contact the U.S. Postal Inspection Service for further information. Could you imagine someone sending a package of explicit materials and then someone actually going up to the post office and saying, "Hey, yeah, that was mine. Can I get that, please?" Oh my god, this is crazy. I'm so confused. How are they able to even ship that? Where do they get that stuff from? I'm gonna read some of the comments. John picking up where Marty left off. "Best things happen to the community in ages. Love your content, man." This is absolutely insane. Oh my gosh. All right, so this is we talked about in the Rachel video, like, don't touch the poop. It seems like John isn't afraid of getting his hands dirty. Now, do I agree with sending stuff to somebody that could cause them trouble? No, I think it's pretty messy. I also think that John is gonna have to play this very carefully if he is involving himself this deeply with people's lives. I am just very curious about, bro, what the f did you send? They say it was firearms and drugs, but it could have been like a BB gun and some Delta 8 or whatever, or it could have been like a AR-15 modded, and I'm not even gonna get into all that type of stuff. But that was one of the posts that I saw that I was like, whoa, like, what the f is going on here? Here is another post from 3 weeks ago. This says, "Chance always wants proof, and more proof always comes out. The latest in Cyraxx being a predator was forwarded to me. The original expose was from a Kiwi Farms user. This is goodbye. Link to Chance's 2015 DeviantArt account. This is goodbye notes that if you scroll down and look at what's inside of his favorites, times of publications, and date of account creation, things become oddly questionable. Absolutely disgusting, just like everything else in Chance's life. Fantastic find. And yet another nail in the Chance should always be in one of these coffin." Okay, so I clicked on this link and it took me to this account. Now, if you scroll down a little bit too far, I'm not gonna scroll down there. But if you keep scrolling, there is some artwork that's nasty. I don't know why anyone would, first of all, why would you draw that shit? I don't know why people are liking that shit or sharing that shit. And This is all alleged. I have no proof that this is Chance's account liking this content. I just feel like I need to burn my PC after visiting this website. This is weird. Now, is this actually Chance's account? I don't know. It could be someone trolling and posing as him. I don't know. But I just think it's interesting that someone that has been actually caught sending messages to someone who he thought is somehow being related to this profile. Is it a coincidence? Possibly. Or is it just more evidence? I'll let you guys come to that conclusion. Okay, and I think this might be where we start getting into talks about quote-unquote court case or court filings, because John 3 weeks ago says, Cyrax spread my IP around the other night, leading to the infamous hacker 4chan teaming up with other infamously dastardly no-good-nick hacker Anonymous getting a hold of my personal information. Cyrax paid them 200 V-Bucks, a Fortnite currency equivalent to $2 USD, to get my personal information so he could do good to me, my friends, and my family. Realizing how stupid this request was, they chose to instead release my information publicly because Cyrax has no brain or concept of money or time. Using their shared account, This Is Goodbye, on the Kiwi Farms forums, since they were already loaded with money, jewels, women, and adoring fans, they chose to instead flip this back onto Chance's head in an ultimate 200 IQ 4D chess move. My name is John and I approve this message. Streaming at 8 p.m. Central Time. So it seems like Cyrax was trying to get involved in getting John doxxed. Let's see what the comments have to say. What? This come here. Just look at that comment. I have no words. Okay. All right. And like I said, guys, I haven't been in the Cyrax scene for a little while. I don't know the full context of all the things that are happening, but it seems like John is becoming like the ultimate troll. And his sarcasm, guys, his sarcasm is so good. I'm having a hard time picking which pieces to take seriously, which pieces to take lightly. But it seems like the Cyrax lore is getting so deep. I don't understand how Cyrax could have gotten his IP, because Cyrax, he's not, for those of you who don't know, he's not very bright. He's not a very intelligent person. He's the opposite of an intelligent person. I feel like he's probably one of the dumbest people on the internet. And I'm not saying that just to be mean, like, he's so stupid. No, he's literally stupid. He lies through his teeth. He backpedals on all the arguments that he has. When he gets pushed into a corner, he literally quivers like a man-child. He has no redeeming qualities. I do not like this man-child. He's a man-child. I don't like Cyrax. I think he's a creep. I think he's a loser, honestly. And yeah, he's just getting dogged on by the internet. So this is where John seems to be getting a lawyer, lawyering up to prepare for this court case. Oh, Chance made a big no-no. Guess whose lawyer is getting a call in front of a live audience? The answer will be revealed starting at 8 p.m. So it seems like he does a lot of live streams, which we can take a look at a little bit later. Okay, so I'm taking a look at John's channel on Rumble, and it's very clear to me that he is playing a character.
Chance is so goddamn stupid.
My man John will not face any legal ramifications from Chance Wilkins. It's Chance Wilkins who made multiple false police reports, and I will do everything in my power to uphold the law, the Constitution, and John's rights.
What the is going on here? I'm so confused, bro. I'm just so confused as to how he got so many people to play along with this. I don't know who Cypress Accardo is. I'm assuming it's a friend of his.
He will win back that time you spent in jail and 10 years more to put Cyrax in a prison so deep and so vile, it makes unruly individuals of his nature look like bunnies. Chance Wilkins would be required by law to show up, speak on his behalf, or have a legal attorney present to speak on his behalf. But we all know Chance and his lawyer are as fabricated as Santa Claus.
Okay, so from what I'm gathering, John is kind of having a go with Chance and saying, hey buddy, you up? You tried to get me in trouble? I got my quote-unquote lawyer, and we're coming for you and everything you got. They're going for the attic. They're gonna take the whole attic. All right, so this is the point where Chance actually gets on to the panel and I guess is gonna try and give his side of the story. But first of all, Chance is not an articulate person, and I don't know if we're gonna see that in this video, but whenever he has a rise of emotions or he gets frustrated or he feels like he's backed into a corner, he does the most ridiculous shit. He'll do things like stripping naked and flashing the camera. He starts throwing around slurs. He becomes irrational, illogical, just a frustrated little man trying to scream the loudest to get his point across. And I don't think it's gonna faze John. Let's see what Cyrax has to say for himself.
Police department, you tried to run an APU up. You had it coming.
Whoa, what was that? What just flashed across the screen?
And you think that you're gonna sue New York Police Department? You tried to run.
Okay, all right. I'm gonna have to edit this out. So I had to rewind to see what this is. And it's just Chance's full address, which it's been up there for a long time. I've seen pictures of his house. I've seen it listed on Zillow and Craigslist and shit like that. So it's really not a secret at this point, but I don't feel comfortable showing it on my channel, so I'm gonna censor this out. But this is so petty. Oh my god. The look on John's face right now, he is just gleaming because what he's doing, and this is the art of cow tipping, is when you provoke these people, you do these petty things, and they will blow the up. Instead of logging off and, I don't know, taking a shower, they just blow the up.
I naped you up. You had it coming. So since your ass shut the up, dude. You had that ass beating coming.
Yeah.
And you know what's funny, John? You may be out, but the shit you're doing now is gonna get you more time. You are aware of that, right?
No, it's not.
See, what's funny is this. What your dumbass don't realize, you idiot. By you doing what you're doing, my lawyer can have you yanked up in
You
any
stupid, you didn't even...
Okay, I don't even think Chance can afford a lawyer. Chance doesn't work. He doesn't have a job. I don't think he has any income. Like, he's tried to make music on Spotify and SoundCloud and all that type of stuff. And I think the only time that music actually gets listened to is when people are reacting to it to give commentary on how much it sucks. And I hate to be like a mean person about it, but his music is awful. All he does is put auto-tune and he does covers to songs. He ruins honestly, he ruins really good songs, and it's really sad that he even puts his name anywhere associated with artists that actually have talent and skill and put work into their creations. Chance just ruins it.
Shut the fuck up. You didn't respond to the email. You're dumb. You're dumb. I'm never going away. I'm never going away. I'm never going away.
You got that dumbass.
Look at him. Look at him. He's so happy. Look at him.
Shout out New York. Shout out New York, and shout out Miami Police Department for this tuned up. Shout out to Miami PD for helping John on this shit. Good work, y'all. Shout out to my boys in blue. So, John, how does it feel to know that you're going to be spending probably the rest of your life in prison?
Hey, Cyrax.
Because you do realize.
I'm gonna ask you a question. Let me ask you a question. Stop. Let me ask you a question. Let me ask you a question. Hey,
You're yourself right now. Oh.
Also, another thing that Chance hates is to be muted during panels. Even if you mute him, he'll continue to scream in the background. He'll just keep going on and on and on. And also keep in mind, I want you guys to keep in the back of your mind, while all of this shit is going on, his grandmother, Sally, and his, I believe, step-grandfather, something like that, Ed, they're probably downstairs trying to watch Wheel of Fortune or some shit, and they have him upstairs screaming at all hours of the night. He's just,
know that I'm muted.
he's just talking at nothing right now. He's just talking to himself. You see, he's just going off. He's just going on his little tangents.
Try not to move my mouth. I'm not moving my mouth. I'm not moving my mouth so he can't see anything. He doesn't think I'm talking because my mouth isn't. Look at him. Look at him. He thinks I'm just sitting there. Oh my god. Wow.
Miami PD again, bro. Do you want them to kick your ass again?
Yeah, send him over.
Because right now you're on the road to having that happen by doing this shit.
Chance is too scared to show his face now on your live feed. I bet he's under Sally's bed. No, he's literally right here, sitting and staring and trying to wait for me to bring him back on. He's just sitting there and waiting. Look at him.
So tell me, John, what was it that you meant by what I don't know might kill me, John?
Mr. Wilkins, my client refuses to speak to you. Any questions can be answered in court.
John? Hey, fake ass lawyer, shut the fuck up.
Why don't you answer some fucking questions? Why don't you answer some questions? Hey, how about you answer some questions, you stupid piece of shit? Hey, why don't you go eat some rocks? What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? You're gonna sit there. Somebody help me! Somebody help me! Give me an Xbox! I'm making this channel because I've been bullied for 8 years.
Okay, all right, guys. All right, I'm gonna take a break from this video. John is just baiting him, so let's skip a little bit further.
Hey, Cypher.
Sorry, I can't hear you. You're muted. I can't hear you. I can't hear you. Sorry.
John.
Sorry, I can't hear you. John, how's your day going?
Pretty good. How about you?
Fantastic. What's that, Mr. Wilkins? I can't hear you.
Okay, do you see the chemistry, like the dynamic between this? The way that this all just plays and morphs into each other? Cyrax is now trying to speak to the alleged lawyer as an authority figure, but John is manipulating the entire stream to make it to where Cyrax is just going to be building in that frustration and until he pops and explodes yet again.
Sorry, could you say it one more time? I couldn't catch that. John, could you hear what he was saying?
I can't hear what he's saying. I don't know.
I think he's having technical issues. I would say Mr. Wilkins invest in better audio equipment.
John, knock it off. John, knock it. You better cut the.
He's not doing anything. It's your audio connection. I'm sorry you have poor equipment.
Well.
See, I told you had poor equipment. That's
okay. Now we have a William Gloryhole stream that was on Rumble. This was streamed on November 8th. So this is just actually a few days ago. It has 666 likes and I'm not gonna like that. I'm just gonna leave that as it is. Let's see what they're talking about.
Chance, I legally do own you, just so you know. I legally do.
Oh, Johnny Bravo,
you
loving dick sucking bitch. Go back and suck on your dead gay brothers, you weirdo.
Oh my god, and this is why a lot of people say that he should be in a relationship with Jessica, because I'm gonna have to mute the things he just said and censor it, but he throws out a lot of the same terminology and slurs and insults that Jessica would, calling people N-lover and this and that, and he's just an unintelligent person. He can't just sit down and shut up for more than 3 seconds at a time. It's almost like he is physically unable to just shut the up.
William, just that.
Now, Cypress, okay? If you want to know why I own these little, let me tell you something right now, you pussy. You want to know why I own these dumb fucks? Let me explain to you why, boy. Because without me, they don't have content. Without content, they have no money. Without money, they don't pay their bills. I am all they think about.
Okay, so let's talk about this right quick. There are many content creators that talk about Cyrax, but the difference between Cyrax and those content creators is that at any point, those people that make videos, if YouTube or Rumble or whatever they stream on just disappears, it's poof, it's gone, they could just go out and get a normal, regular 9-to-5 job and still provide for themselves and their families. Cyrax, on the other hand, to my knowledge, has no work experience. He's been living with his parents. He's what, how old is he? Like 40 something? He doesn't look 40. He looks like he's almost in his 50s at this point. Time is not doing him well. That's neither here nor there though. But he's talking about he's gonna come for all these people and they are using him to thrive. Bro, you're not that important in the grand scheme of the world. Like, sorry, but the world keeps revolving with or without Cyrax.
But me, they ain't even a goddamn line.
Thank you so much.
Whore. Shut the fuck up, whore. Shut up, whore. Shut up, whore.
All right,
now,
Cypress,
am I
allowed
like that? I'm telling you right now, you.
Where I will not allow anyone to.
Cypress, shut the fuck up, Cypress, the bitch. I'm telling you right now, Cypress, unless you and your 3 clients.
Where no one shall be impeded of their freedom of speech.
Oh, go yourself, you sucking dude.
And this is why people love talking about Cyrax. It's because, okay, my first and only video about Cyrax I made maybe about a year ago, and he has not changed. There has been no character development. There's been plenty of plot development going on behind the scenes apparently, but there's no like growth, whether it's physically or mentally. There's been no growth in him. He's just the same, and I think he's always going to be the same rage-filled bundle of agitation, irritation, and he doesn't know how to deal with it. He doesn't know how to handle it. I watched a video a little while ago talking about how people that talk about lolcows are immoral, yada yada yada. Pretty much saying that society let these people down. I might react to that video in the future and kind of give my opinion and my rebuttal to it. But the thing is that lolcows make themselves. 9 times out of 10, they make themselves. Because if you can't take criticism, you can't learn how to log off the internet, you can't separate internet drama from your own personal life, and you repeatedly make the same mistakes and engage in the same behaviors publicly, that's the big thing. That's the number one thing about a lolcow, is that they do this shit on public platforms. Like they actively make the choice to do this. So of course people are gonna call it out and say, hey, what the fuck is going on over here?
Douchebag. Do you not realize, Cypress?
Wait.
Do you know?
Chance, what are you going to do when you're on the sex registry and in the halfway house?
I ain't going to jail. Yeah, I'm not going to jail. You
That's
guys
right. You're going to prison, not jail. You're going to prison. You're going to prison. Ha ha ha.
Hey, Cypress, let me tell you right now, you sucking douchebag. How would you like to be thrown in prison for conspiracy?
Really worried about that reverse.
And sponsoring state-funded terrorism, you stupid fuck.
Allegedly.
You're literally helping these guys fund. You're basically help funding state-sponsored terrorism, you dumb.
Yes.
Showing up to my house, stealing evidence, and burning.
Never happened.
Said, oh yes, it did, bitch.
No.
And I got the video footage from your live stream to prove it.
That was AI.
See, that's another thing with Cyrax is that when he gets to a certain point, he'll dip out of the stream. I wonder what he does when he does dip out of these streams. Does he just pace back and forth in his attic? Is he like putting his head in his hands and just shaking his head, shrugging his shoulders like, man, I'm in so deep, I don't know what to do. There's nothing else I can do. And then a light bulb goes off in his head and he gets an idea. I'm gonna rejoin the stream and just continue doing the exact same thing. Here we have the court proceedings from William Gloryhole's channel, and I guess Chance is trying to present himself as a rational, civil, functioning, productive member of society.
Because I'm not the one that needed to walk away. You guys were. You guys kept on bullying me and pushing me, and now here we are. Your lawyer's not even real, dude. Your lawyer's fake. He's a fraud. He's a phony. I don't know. I already called him out the other night, douchebag. I actually know a lot more than you fucking think. Actually, it is gonna end well for me. But seriously, William, why couldn't you just not gonna end well for you guys? All these years I've asked you to do nothing but to leave me alone. And yet you couldn't even do that. Why? Why couldn't you just leave me alone when I told you to leave me alone, man?
We've been advised not to speak to you until it starts. Chance, stop. This is real. Stop.
I know y'all are just faking shit, and the judge will see right through it. I mean, you guys did this to yourselves, Southern, so I don't want to hear your damn shit.
I didn't say anything to you, Chance.
Don't matter. You still helped William and John bring this shit on. By doing what you did, you're an accomplice in all
Guess
this.
what? I would do it again.
So you would gladly with me again?
I don't know what you're talking about. What?
Yeah, don't play dumb. Why couldn't you stop
Do
with me?
you realize we are in a court proceeding right now? Chance, stop it.
Hey, John, how you doing,
This
buddy?
is real. Stop.
I know what you guys are planning, and it's not going to go the way you think it is.
What are we planning, Chance?
Y'all are planning on trying to undermine this shit. I'm not stupid.
All the necessary parties present.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
How you doing, Laura?
I don't think our lawyer's here yet.
The crazy thing is that even though this is all fake, Chance still can't contain his behavior. He thinks this is real. Like, imagine going to an actual court proceeding, whether it's in person or on Zoom, and behaving this way. That's the fastest way to find yourself in contempt of court, or just have your entire case thrown out. I just don't understand how this is a real person that functions barely, but this is a real person that's in our world. Thankfully, he doesn't seem to leave his attic, so I don't think we have too much to worry about. But God, I could just not imagine someone like this with a driver's license. Oh my God, he can vote. That's horrifying as well. There needs to be a list. Some people, and he should be a prime example on the top of that list. No driver's license, no firearms, and no being within 100 kilometers of a school or playground. And oh my God, this guy has equal rights to all of us. I thought I was such an advocate for equal rights for all, but when you're a scumbag and you've done some of the worst things in society, there are some things you should not be allowed to do.
How you doing, Laura?
I'm doing well. Chance, how are you doing?
I'm doing good.
Good. Fantastic. Have they been giving you some trouble or anything?
A little bit. They think that they're...
Oh my God,
Yeah.
stop lying. We haven't even started yet, you asshole. Jesus Christ, dude.
No, he already jumped all over us, John.
Idiot, dude.
Yeah, he was trying to bait us.
No, I'm not trying to bait anybody.
They already dropped that shit against me, so I mean, I'm already having an issue with this, but that's fine. Please continue.
Then let's just start kind of simple then. How did you first get involved?
Who are you asking that to?
I'm going to ask you, John. Let's start with you since
Okay, so now we have this lawyer, quote unquote, another lawyer named Laura. And this is where I get so confused. Like, how do they find so many people to play along and like play into these stories? There's 7 people here. Like, at this point, it's almost like a full cast to this series.
The first time I spoke with Chance Wilkins, he had called me on Discord and he pulled out a weapon on me. That's the first time we talked. So
Actually, that's a lie. You got in contact with me on your live stream that night prior to...
we're talking to you. You were
No, it was
crying because you thought that I stole some.
No, it was not, dude. You contacted me on your freaking live stream when I confronted you. And the only reason why I did pull out a weapon in self-defense is because you pulled out a pistol on me, talking about you were going to shoot me if I showed up to your house to defend myself.
That's a lie. I was there. That didn't happen.
If it pleases the council, a multitude of slurs against people of African American origin.
You have been saying stuff that are not true. Like, I had something to do with your brother-in-law's death when I did not. He himself because he overdosed on. I tried to stop him, and I tried to explain this to you, but you refused to listen. I tried to mind my own business and do right by myself. Yes, I've made a few mistakes. Yes, I made up a time or two, but that doesn't mean I should be held back to my freaking crimes. I should be allowed to move on and live my life. You guys had to sit there behind the scenes, do your little garbage, and try to make money off my back while I'm over here trying to make an honest living for myself.
Plagiarism, copyright, right?
No, it's not.
Can't steal something from you, Chance, that isn't yours.
Dude, I can literally prove that those songs are mine. I can literally prove it.
We are in a court of law right now. Are you willing to say right now that all the songs you have released have 100% been from you? You have not plagiarized it at all.
I know what you're trying to do. So
no, I'm asking. We're under oath right now, Chance. You better be careful. Are you sure? I'm talking about street racing scene. I could give a shit less about that 3-minute gorilla fart you call a song. Okay, I'm talking about the other 300 that you have said were yours.
Oh my god. I don't know who Southern is, but she's going in on him. And she does have a point. Like, he's talking about, oh, I want to make an honest living. I'm just trying to live my life. All of his content is either subpar, well, I was going to say or stolen, but no, it's both. He takes things that are good and he just turns them into trash.
And they're not.
Whatever.
Are you willing to say right now, Chance?
Where are you going, Chance?
Wilkins.
Mom, I'm talking to my lawyer.
Yes.
You got you, William.
Okay.
What these guys have been doing.
Wait, are those Sally's glasses, Chance?
I see.
Oh, they're mine.
Chance, like this thing he calls rapping or singing. It's basically just him just screaming and into the microphone, tries to sell it under the name Shadowblade, which
It's called metal music, dude.
well, I guess that's just
Literally,
subjective thought, I
if you
guess.
look up the term metalcore, it's literally a genre of music, dude.
I don't
And
think that's
people
relevant.
like rap, hip hop, and other.
As someone who is not the biggest fan of metal music, I can still appreciate the art and talent that professionals put into their craft. And for some reason, Cyrax, he thinks that he's kind of up there with those people. He's not. He's not. As someone who doesn't even really listen to that genre, you could tell the difference between someone who has put an effort to be good at metalcore and someone who is literally just screaming into the microphone. He has no skill, no talent. It's just, I can't even just begin to describe how grating it is to listen to him attempt to sing. And he has this weird conflated ego and he thinks that he's good at it, even though numerous people have been telling him for years that it sucks. Just stop.
Dude, we all know that you're not a real lawyer now.
He would not be allowed to be in this proceedings. His credentials have been checked, Chance. Ask your lawyer. Stupid.
Hey, Laura, is that true?
That is correct. That is correct.
You should apologize to everybody in the position right now. You've been rude, disrespectful. You've spoken over multiple people. You're unable to answer any question whatsoever.
Because I don't need to answer for anything.
This is a deposition. That's the complete
court
point
proceeding,
of a
dude.
deposition. You have to
You
answer
guys don't
questions.
know what's going on.
Chance, do you know what?
Because you guys have sat there and openly not only blackmailed, but harassed and threatened.
I've seen the screenshots. I've seen the age of the individuals he's spoken to, and I've seen why my clients are so advocate to exposing Mr. Wilkins for what he is. I don't think any public figure should be or talk to children, and I don't think they should be formed or seen as terrorists for exposing Mr. Wilkins for what he truly is.
I'm not saying that, but I'm not going to answer questions that are not relevant to the case. And what you're trying to do is not relevant to the case.
Alright, so this stream just seems to be Chance making an absolute ass out of himself. He's getting played by all the people in this chat, including the person that he thinks is his lawyer. Like I said, I don't know how long this is going to go on for. There might be a few more clips we have to go through to figure out the full context. So it seems like Cyrax is still involved in local drama that he seems to be actively inserting himself into repeatedly. He doesn't just log off, he doesn't take a break, he doesn't understand why people don't like him. If anything, he doubles down and just reinforces the same behaviors that cause people to dislike him. With that being said, I think we're gonna have a lot more interesting clips coming out with this John character. Like I said before, I haven't been in the space for a while, so there might be a lot of context or characters or names and information that I have left out. I just want to take a look and see what has Rax been up to lately. If there is anything that I did miss or anything that you feel I should go back and cover or talk about or discuss, let me know down in the comments. But for now, I'm just gonna call it where it is. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Sorry that we had to deal with Rax and his antics, but other than that, I hope you guys have a great one, take care of yourselves, and as always, stay lovely.